This first video here, it's not the smoothest thing in the world. This is my first go around, but I had an awesome guest and we had a great conversation, and I think you guys will really enjoy it. My first guest is Gené Gonzalez, a member of the 2021 Positively Unstoppable Challenge and the DDP yoga community overall. We had a great conversation, lots of fun. I hope you guys enjoy it. So here's episode 1 of Community Chronicles with Gené Gonzalez. Thank you, Gené, for agreeing to do this. This is our first go round with what we're calling, I guess, the Community Chronicles for the DDPY group. You're a good sport. And so I would say, let's just start with the VHS sleeve version of what was wrong with you and how is this fixing you?
Oh, what was wrong with me? It's like a laundry list. No, I just couldn't. I couldn't. I think the straw that broke my back was literally. I was helping a student stand. I was a behavior therapist, and this 11-year-old didn't want to stand up. And he has epilepsy, and he didn't want to go to the bus. He was cozy, so I'm coaxing him, and he clenches his little armpits down, and he trapped my hands, and he tucked his knees up to his chest, and all 115 pounds of him just took me down to the floor. And I remember the pop, my disc just kind of exploding, and then the ligaments just tearing, and I was like, oh damn. It was so bad, and I had all these other army injuries, and I was thinking, I'm not allowed to run, I'm not allowed to jump, I'm not allowed, every time I try to work out, I injure bad. My trainers have injured me. Just, I'm really prone to injury, and now we know that's from the Crohn's, but before that we had no idea. We just thought I was maybe a wuss. So I bought the program, but I sat on it for a year, and then January 4th I saw that DDP had a cameo thing, and I was like, bro. So I got one, and I told him I had gotten up to 287, but I lost like 20 pounds on my own, and he was all excited. So I started at 267 on January 4th and just started doing, like, I would say bare minimum, because it was just the pain, and all of this, the pain started reducing. But then also, as that was happening, it was like my brain started unlocking all the PTSD and all the, it just started, it was like it was just puking it out. And it was really, really neat. And so DDP asked me what my goal was, and I told him it was freedom, like my freedom from all the past stuff. And he asked me what was holding me back all those times, and I had told him, like, I don't know if this is too personal, but I was sold by mom as a baby. So, when you're born into that life, you don't have any freedom. And I thought, well, this is the perfect time to have that, I think. I mean, I waited for like 38 years, 37 years. So I thought, yeah, let's go for it. Screw it. I'm not going to be afraid to lose this weight, because I thought it was protecting me, but it's not. And I think let's just let it go and see what happens. And let me tell you what happens. You can breathe better. You can walk better. You can control your bladder, which is extremely helpful in social situations. People are more willing to walk up to you when you don't have fluid running down your legs. And you feel braver, you feel like you can look people in the eye. And then as time went on, I was like, okay, my weight loss goal is happening. Like, it's happening fast. I lost 81 pounds from January to June. And my goal was like 70 pounds in a year. So I was like, well, I guess I could just keep going with it. But then, getting sick and had to wait. So I thought, well, maybe in the meantime, I'll just do stuff that I've told myself I'd never be able to do, never be brave enough to do. So I signed up for, I'm scared of baseball.
Frightening. It's one of the most frightening sports out there, baseball.
freaking terrifying. There's like a ball flying at you and it's
It's
going
right
like
at
80
your
miles
head.
an hour and you're just holding a stick. So I signed up for batting lessons, signed up for dance lessons. I signed up for singing lessons because I'm tone deaf, and all these things that I always had told myself, oh, I'll never be brave enough to do that. I just started saying, well, now I have to be. So I just feel like the community has really pulled that out of me without even trying. It's just watching what they're going through. Everyone's being transparent, and you get to see them heal, and then it encourages you to heal more. And it's been like there's like a vicious cycle, but then there's like a happy cycle. It's like an upside down tornado. It just keeps going upwards, and so it's been awesome. It's been very, very healing, very freeing. And I feel like not only did I lose pounds, but it's just each pound represented a lie or a terrible belief I held about myself where I thought I needed to be punished. So it's like every pound has been a punishment being taken away. It's been rad, like so cool. So I've loved it. And I just got clearance from my doctor the day I told you guys it wasn't cancer. I got clearance from my doctor to start again. And so he was like, go slow. And I'm like, sure. Because I don't think they realize like how the program is designed. It's just designed to meet you where you're at, you know. And then everybody meets you where you're at too, and it's awesome. I love it. It's like a family. My cat just scared me to death.
So I would say you mentioned the community, and for me, I know that that's my favorite thing about the whole program. That's why we're doing this right here.
Yeah.
But what would you say is the number one thing you've gained out of being a member of this community?
Well, when I joined, I thought I was an orphan. Um, my mom was dead. I was told my dad was dead. I moved across the country to marry my husband, who is he's cuter than your husband. Um, he's just awesome. We were battle buddies from '04, and we've been besties for 11 years. And I thought I gotta go, to Ohio to marry him. But then a lot of my family died, like over a span of 18 months, and then his brother died. So he's literally the only family I have here. And I went in feeling like a total orphan. So when I think Chastity and Sam, and like those were the first two to start reaching out, and then Dan. Um, those were the first three that like really consistently just like they would message. They wrote to me a lot, um, and it just kind of started like sinking in that this isn't just like people who are like, hey, let's lose weight together. It's like these people actually really care about every aspect of you as a person. Like they really are. It's a family. It's like it's a really dynamic family, and you can go in and be as real as you want. um but I think the more transparent you are, the more home you are. And I think that's been the biggest thing. Is I honestly felt like an orphan going in. I technically was an orphan going in, and then it was like I got plunked into this family, and they just can tell, if we're we're blowing smoke, or if we're, like, you guys know. And it sort of sucks when you don't want to be trying, but it helps, um and Ken will write, Matt Schmidt will write when they know that like the PTSD is getting rough. And it I've never had that before, so it's been really awesome to feel like I have a family again. It's been very cool. And the our little group chat, like it, I don't know, like I just every time I see the bell go, I'm like, oh, that's one of my brothers and sisters. Like it feels awesome to that be alone anymore, you know?
So,
But like a really good like bra, it just lift you up,
yeah, yeah,
you know, even if you're dragging behind on the ground.
without cutting in too deep at the same
Yeah,
time, right? So,
yeah.
just to kind of wrap things up here, I figured that we could. The main point of this whole video experiment is for us to get to know each other a little better and establish more common ground. So to wrap this up, I figured we'd just do some rapid fire questions. I've got some listed out here. So just say the first thing that comes to your brain. I think I've got 10 of them here. And when we get
Okay.
through them, that's it. All right. So
When are you gonna answer these?
when am I going to answer them? When somebody asks them. I mean, it's the first one, so I mean, someday. When somebody doesn't show up, then I'll just sit here and interview myself. But are you ready?
Okay.
All right. What's your
Yeah.
favorite? What's your favorite book?
Lord of the Rings.
What's your favorite smell?
Skunk.
Wow. Okay. Well, what's your least favorite smell?
Vomit. Oh my god.
What is your? I kind of know where these are going to go with you. What's your favorite sound?
It's like the little crinkle sound. It's the little crinkle sound when you crinkle wax paper. I love
Okay.
that.
Okay. And your least favorite sound?
When you like scratch something across jeans or leather.
What is your most embarrassing moment that you can remember?
Oh, hands down, 7th grade, sneezed and farted on the bus a week before homecoming.
You snorted.
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah.
okay.
I always thought that was called a buck snort, but
Whatever you call it, it's going to be embarrassing.
yeah, my
What
school only had 160 kids. Everybody knew within 20
everybody knew.
minutes.
What's your dream job?
To work at the Australian Zoo with Steve Irwin or his family.
Very cool. What is the worst advice you've ever received?
Uh, just go pee over there. Nobody's got night vision goggles. They had night vision goggles.
What's the best advice you've ever received?
Don't go pee over there. They got night vision goggles.
And lastly, what's your favorite curse word?
Shit. It was actually my first word ever.
Wow. It is a beautiful one. It is a beautiful one.
Best advice I actually did ever get, true story, was dream big.
It's inspirational. Love it.
Yeah.
And then the last thing that I'm going to ask you to do before we take off here is I want you just spontaneously here to give a shout out to a member of the DDPY community that you think just deserves some recognition.
Oh my god, like there's like 10 of them right now that are crashing through my brain. Ken keeps popping up. Ken Doors.
Mm-hmm.
He just keeps like flashing in my mind. Like he's been really heavy in my prayers lately, and I think he's one of the toughest cookies out there. Just awesome, awesome guy, and I'm really really proud of him, and I'm proud of his drive, and I'm proud of how well he's facing what he's facing, and he's doing it with grace and courage, and I always look at him and I just want to be like that. Like I want to be like Ken. Like he's just tough, you know.
Yeah, that's a good strategy. Is just be more like Ken. Everybody loves Ken.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah, well, I want to thank you, Gené, for taking the time to meet with you today and just be a good sport here in this little experiment. If you're watching this and you enjoyed it, I guess let me know and we'll keep doing more. If you didn't enjoy it, well, piss off.
Yeah,
Don't watch it anymore. Yeah, come fight me. But again, thanks very much, and we'll be back here in a couple days with somebody else. Who knows who?